This game was originally scheduled for Tuesday night or Tuesday afternoon here at Cherryville, and they're going to play today here at to get started here. First home game for the Cherryville Ironmen. And they'll be facing the Wildcats wearing black and gold jerseys and gray pants, Cherryville, and blue shirts and white pants. And on the hill for the Ironman of Cherryville, Danny, is left-hander Austin Mostetler. And the first pitch here at Fraley Field is a ball high. And we're underway at 6:04 this evening. And the batter up is Dalton Williams. Dalton Williams for North Gaston. He's a left-handed batter, and there's a strike to Williams, 1-1. And he will give the starting lineups as we go along here. If you want to, I know you're doing double duty tonight, and you've just jumped right in there just like you just did it yesterday.
We
strike two called.
Got Dalton Williams batting first, and Brandon Holden will be next, and then Drew Green in the hole for the 2-0 Wildcats.
Mm-hmm. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Williams. Mostetler ready, the wind, and the pitch from the left-hander is a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Make note that Austin, we was talking back here to my son Alan, and I know that Austin finished the season at 11-0, and I'm thinking 13-0. We're not absolutely sure, but he did go through the season last year unbeaten, did Mostetler.
Mm-hmm. 2-2 pitch, and it is a pop fly, left field. Left fielder Cherryville circles under, makes the catch. That is Ray Sinsing out there in left tonight for out number 1. And on a 2-2 pitch, Williams flies out, brings up Brandon Holden. Catcher for Cherryville is Hunter Jackson, and we'll set the rest of the defense. Over at first base for the Ironman is Will Walker. Second baseman, Austin Treadway. At shortstop is Grant Henderson. And at third base is Randall Long. Rest of the outfield in a moment. The pitch is a strike to Holden. In the outfield, left field, Sin Sing. In center field is Jimmy Johnson. And the right fielder is Clay Hallman.
Two sophomores in the lineup for Coach Scotty Hebner. And that's Austin Treadway at second and Will Walker at first base.
We'd like to thank Ronaldo Auto Mall, our title sponsor for Ironman Baseball. And here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Grant Henderson up. And the throw on the mark over there to Will Walker. And there's 2 up, 2 down, a 6-3 ground out for Holden. Now, we didn't get to do much of a pregame show, but Carpenter's Funeral Home is our pregame show sponsor, thanks to Carpenter's Funeral Home of Cherryville. Foul ball sponsor, John Brown Allstate Insurance. Base hits brought to you by Medical Center Pharmacy. The call to the bullpen by Alcom Mini Storage. And the pregame meal, Pat's Drive-In of Cherryville. Pat's Drive-In, our pregame meal tonight. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. Get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ball 1 to Drew Green.
What was your pregame meal tonight?
I had a lot of burger.
A lot of burger. Chicken finger basket. Always delicious at Pat's Drive-In. Good service, friendly smiles on the whole gang. They're glad to see us, aren't they? Because they know we're going to eat.
They know we're going to eat. And we go there often, not just before ball games, but we go there a lot to Pat's Drive-In. And hope you will too. Like I say, get breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And they're open Monday through Friday. All right, the count is 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, nobody on for North Gaston, top of the first. And the pitch. Ground ball, foul ball. Third base side, and it'll be 1-1 on Drew Green. Green shortstop, right-handed batter for the Wildcats. Cherryville 2-0. Cherryville has beaten.
They have beaten. They won. Both their games are on the road. They went over to East Lincoln and won that game 5-3. Went over to Crest and won that game 4-3, I believe it was.
Okay. Pop foul ball. John Brown Allstate Insurance on the right side. It's 1-2 on Green.
Haven't seen any of the games due to some sickness we've had, but understand that Mostetler's look good. Randall Long has won one of the games. No Acre has saved a game, won a game. Ray Sinsing has looked well on the mound. So we've seen 4 pitchers so far this year. Probably going to see Will Walker pitch some also.
All right, the 1-2 pitch is swung on a miss, struck him out, and down goes the side in order. Danny, on the top of the first inning for North Gaston, no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the first. It's North Gaston 0 and Cherryville coming to bat here on the Ronaldo Automall Ironman Baseball broadcast.
In this area, there are two names you can depend on. The first is Roland Black Heating and Cooling, and the second is Train. Hurry in now and check out the great deals from Train and Roland Black Heating and Cooling. Right now, you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months on qualifying credit approval and qualified equipment. Come in now for all the details, or give them a call at 704-865-1375. Visit them at the new location, 501 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Hello, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at First Baptist Church Cherryville, and John 3:17 tells us that God sent His Son into the world not to judge the world, but to save the world through Him. And we'd like to invite you to come join us each Sunday morning at 11 o'clock to celebrate the marvelous grace of God. Our motto is accomplishing all things through Christ, and we'd like for you to come and share in that. Again, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at Cherryville First Baptist Church. Look forward to seeing you there.
A lot of people are switching to natural gas lately because natural gas appliances cost a lot less to operate than those using propane or electricity. In fact, a typical family could save up to $1,000 a year just by switching from propane to natural gas. But that's not all. To learn more about natural gas and to find out how much money you could save by switching, visit psncenergy.com/choosegas. That's psncenergy.com/choosegas. Natural gas from PSNC Energy, making everyday life better.
Are there painting projects you've been putting off around the house? Put them off no longer with a stop at Ferguson Ace Hardware in Cherryville. They have the perfect paint for every project. Pick up a gallon of Royal Interior Flat Latex Paint, the #1 selling paint. And look your best with Nike, Eddie Bauer, and Carhartt clothing, including the Eddie Bauer fishing shirts. Brighten up your home and look your best with a stop at Ferguson Ace Hardware, Highway 150 East in Cherryville. And welcome back to Fraley Field in Cherryville. Milton Baker, Danny Aker along with you. And Cherryville's Austin Mosteller. Danny set them down in order in the top of the first.
He did. He got a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout swinging, I believe,
Yeah.
Milton.
Well, for early March high school baseball, the weather's not too bad. Threat of rain. It drizzled a little bit earlier this morning. Rain coming
62
later.
62 degrees maybe.
It feels like, yeah, in the around 62-degree mark to start the game here. 6 o'clock game, so hopefully we'll get everything in tonight before the rains get here. And this game was originally scheduled for Tuesday at 4:30, moved up to today at 4:30, but then they moved it to 6. Why was that, do you know?
I didn't ask. I was just tickled to be doing a ball game.
Just to be ready to go.
Didn't ask.
Jimmy Johnson in the batter's box for the Ironman. And the pitch from the left-hander, McKinley Scott, is a ball.
The JVs of Cherryville are at North Gaston playing their JVs. I think that game probably started about 4:30, so we'll try to get an update on that score.
Pitch is inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Got our umpires?
I do. We've got Scott Stachowicz on the bases. Behind the plate calling balls and strikes is Brian Scott. Brian Scott calling balls and strikes.
All right, 1-1 pitch from McKinley Scott. Figure is no relation.
Milton, Jimmy Johnson, our first batter of the new season here at Fraley Field in the 3rd game of the season. Jimmy's homered in each of the first 2 games.
All right, 2-1's to count, and the wind pitch from the left-hander Scott goes right side and toward the line, giving chase. It's over the right fielder's head, and Johnson's going into second. Stand-up double on the Medical Center Pharmacy double for Jimmy Johnson. So down to second, Johnson with nobody out. And that will bring up Hunter Jackson. Jackson, the catcher for Cherryville, right-handed hitter. Folks, by the way, you can watch tonight on ktcbroadcasting.com. You can watch the action.
Absolutely. I mentioned Jimmy Johnson hitting a home run his first and second game. Hunter followed Jimmy at Crest and hit a home run also. So we have 3 home runs on the year.
And there's a strike to Hunter Jackson. Hunter with good power for a guy his size.
He's not grown much, has he?
He can hit the ball.
I think his brother, it may be a little taller than Hunter.
He's been playing since his freshman year on the varsity team, right?
That's it, right.
And what is he now, a junior?
He is a senior.
He's a senior now.
A senior. Jimmy Johnson in the start line's a senior. Hunter's a senior. Mostetler's a senior. A.J. Hayes in DH today is a senior. Clay Hallman's a senior. And Grant Henderson, a senior.
Okay.
And we've called Grant's name all year long, haven't we?
Yeah, and Grant, the football, basketball, now baseball. Grant's moved over from second to short this year, right?
That's right, yeah.
And the 0-2 count on Hunter Jackson, left-hander's pitch is swung on and missed, so Jackson goes down for out number 1. It'll bring up Austin Mostetler, the opposing pitcher. He left-handed pitcher and hitter for the Ironman. Lefty-lefty matchup here with 1 down and runner at second. We're in the bottom of the first. No score on a Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. I forgot to mention those guys as part of our feature sponsors, Mr. Sparky and Hauser Drug. And that ball hits Mostetler in the back as he tries to duck out of the way. And he'll go down to first base, hit by a pitch. And that will bring up Randall Long. Randall Long, the third baseman.
Third baseman, number 19, Randall Long. Running at first base for Mostetler.
And got Owens running. Who did you say running for?
Ryan Owens running for Mostetler at first.
Ryan Owens, okay. Lights coming on here at the ballpark as the batter up is Randall Long. Big right-handed hitter, and the pitch is low.
Thought maybe we may see North Gaston's ace today, Blake Brown, but they're gonna keep him for their opening conference game Friday with Hunter Huss. Coach Martin told me, Milton.
Okay. Ball 1 to count on Randall Long. Next pitch from Scott is through the legs of the catcher all the way to the backstop. Everybody will move up 90 feet. Johnson down to third, Mostetler, or Owens running for Mostetler at second on the wild pitch. And the count is 2-0 on Randall Long.
Milton, I just looking earlier, doing a little paperwork. We've got 7 seniors, 4 juniors, and 4 sophomores on the varsity Ironman team this year.
Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it's outside. 3-0 now on Long with D.H. Hayes on deck. And 3-0 count, first base open here. 1 down in the bottom of the first. Cherryville looking to get its first run of the home season here. And the pitch is ball 4. So trouble with Long, Scott there at the time. Bases loaded, and here comes A.J. Hayes, the designated hitter for the Cherryville Ironman. Coach Scott Hebner will have a word with Hayes down the third base line. Bases juiced here. I'll say that in memory of Tim Biggerstaff. He always liked to say bases juiced.
We sure do. We sure do miss old Tim, don't we, Milton?
Yeah, for anyone who hasn't heard, Tim Biggerstaff, longtime radio announcer, WLON, WCSL, and the group of stations. He passed away January 22nd, if you haven't heard by now.
And your sidekick for how many years, Milton?
Oh, a long time, since the 8th grade, my sidekick. Yeah. 1-0 on Hayes. No place to put A.J. Hayes. Tim and I would broadcast baseball, turn into a morning show routine most of the time. We were joking and kidding about something during the game all the time. All right, 2-0 on Hayes, and Scott takes a little stroll behind the mound.
Talking about Tim, he was, what, about your age you graduate with him?
He was 8 months older than me. Yeah, we graduated together up at West Lincoln, 1979. Here's the 2-0 pitch, down low. 3-0. Hey, Scott has not thrown a strike since he struck out Jackson on 2 pitches. He hit Mostetler, then he walked Long on 4 pitches, and now it's 3-0 with bases loaded on A.J. Hayes.
Ray Sensing on deck for the Cherryville Ironman.
The 3-0 pitch to Hayes. Throws a strike. A.J. DHing in the number 5 spot for the first baseman, Will Walker. And the pitch, swung on and missed. 3-2.
A little slow breaking ball got A.J.
And the 3-2 pitch, inside, ball 4. That'll be an RBI for Hayes. A bases loaded walk. Scoring is Johnson for the Rocky Bennett Insurance run.
And we got a break. Coach Martin going out to the mound.
All right, we're going to have a 30-second timeout here, and we'll be right back.
Room service.
Hi, I'd love a McDonald's premium roast coffee and an egg McMuffin.
Sir, this is a hotel.
Not a problem. There's a McDonald's right across the street.
Sir, I really don't believe I can do that.
Well, the front desk said anything we can do to make your morning better.
We did say that, didn't we?
Can you throw in hash browns too?
Start your day right with the big, bold taste of a McCafe Premium Roast Coffee. Get any size for just $1 every day. The simple joy of a McDonald's morning. Prices and participation may vary, a la carte only.
All right, welcome back as Cherryville's left fielder Ray Sinsing comes to bat with bases loaded. Still only 1 out, a run in, 1-0 Cherryville. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Pitch to Sinsing, swung on and missed.
Coach Martin went out and told him throw strikes.
Throw some strikes. Make them hit the ball. Well, Cherryville will be very happy. The first and third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Middle infielder's back, and the pitch is fouled off and took a shot off the catcher, Beaver. This will be okay. 0-2 on Sinsing.
Ray, a tall, lanky.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's tall, lanky left fielder. Also, you'll see him on the mound quite a bit this year. Ray did a good job last year on the JV team. Got some quality hits. Did some good pitching. So look forward to seeing his talents this year.
0-2 pitch to Sinsing, check swing, and he struck him out. Big strikeout there for Scott. If he could come out of this with just 1 run being scored, he'd be a very lucky and happy pitcher out there. So it's going to be Clay Hallman. Hallman bats 7th in the order for Cherryville. 2 down now with bases loaded.
Clay, one of the 7 seniors on this roster this year.
Pitch from the left-hander, back at him, up through the middle, going to be cut off by the shortstop, but it'll be an RBI single. Throw down to third, runner gets back in. RBI single for Hallman, the infield single, and that'll make it 2-0 Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. As scoring was Owens, who was running for the pitcher Mosteller, who was hit by a pitch earlier. So bases loaded. 2 out, another run in, 2-0 Ironman, bottom of the first, and the batter is Austin Treadway. Treadway, the right-handed hitting second baseman. And here's a ground ball towards second.
Could be tough.
Second baseman can't come up with it, and run scores. Let's get the official scoring on that.
Base hit.
Base hit, okay. Going to give Treadway a hit and a single, and an RBI, I mean. And a run scores. Then I'll bring in Randall Long. 3-0 Ironman here in the bottom of the first. And it'll bring up Grant Henderson, the 9th man in the order. Grant, left-handed batter. And the pitch, called a strike. Lefty-lefty matchup here.
Looking back at the slow roller by Treadway, it probably would have been a bang-bang play if he catches it.
Yeah, he come up with it, yeah. 0-1 pitch, and Henderson bunts to the pitcher. Long throw, got him just in time. A 1-3 putout will retire the Ironman side, but 3 runs score for Cherryville on 1, 2, 3 hits. There were no errors and 3 left on. We played an inning, 3-0 Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. This is Ronaldo Automall, Ironman Baseball.
Get the big dog more from West End Sales in Vail. Right now, get 0% financing for 48 months. Yes, spring is just around the corner, and the big dog will be ready. With 31 horsepower, a big 60-inch cut, and now only $181 per month from West End Sales in Vail. And don't forget about a free loader with a CK or DK Series Coyote tractor from West End Sales, 110 North Highway 18 in Vail, or online at westendsales.com. For all of your printing needs, see Modern Printing in Cherryville. Get your full-color business cards at Modern Printing in Cherryville, along with your full-color brochures. Get multicolored letterhead and multicolored envelopes. Just call 704-435-6112 or email it to modernprint89767@bellsouth.net. Modern Printing, located at 902 East Main Street in Cherryville. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. That's Modern Printing in Cherryville.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic.
All right, welcome back as we go to the second inning here at Fraley Field. 3-0 Cherryville, and batter up for North Gaston, McKinley Scott, the pitcher, left-handed pitcher and hitter, facing left-hander Austin Mosteller. Mosteller throws a strike there. Mosteller retired the side in order in the first inning, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Leads off here with a strike to McKinley Scott. Pitch foul ball toward the street, and that'll be a John Brown All-State foul ball off the top of the Henry Dome down there.
How'd that get nicknamed that?
I don't know. I don't know.
The Henry Dome.
The Henry Dome.
Name for
Henry Jones.
Coach Henry Jones. I think his
They built it about the time they built the Dean Dome, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it just became the Henry Dome.
Henry Dome. I think Coach, his last year might have been 07, I believe. 2007, I think.
Somewhere along in there. 0-2 on McKinley Scott. The pitch from Mosteller. Check swing, another John Brown All-State foul ball.
Talking about this Wildcats, talked to Coach Jesse Martin prior to the game. He is really, really young. He's got a good team coming next year and maybe the year after. He's playing 2 freshmen today, only has 4 seniors on his roster this year.
And the pitch swung on and missed. They'll throw to first to complete the strikeout. And McKinley Scott is officially put out 2-3. And that'll bring up Lathan Bumgarner, the designated hitter. Hits for the catcher, Jordan Beaver. Bumgarner, stocky young man, right.
has been providing services
that
to
is now.
families of our community
And I am too.
with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need. From Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Yes, delivery is now available. Look for the Medical Center Pharmacy delivery van in your area. Just call 704-435-3263 for your prescription to go order. You can even order online at www.mcpcherryville.com. Check out their new and improved website, or you can still drop by their store on East Academy Street in Cherryville. That's Medical Center Pharmacy of Cherryville, on the go for you, celebrating 50 years in 2015.
And welcome back, friends and neighbors. We are going to the bottom of the second. It's ball one, no strikes on Jimmy Johnson. Johnson, a double and a run scored in the first. And next pitch, swung on a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to the Cherryville center fielder.
Pretty sure Jimmy's hit safely in all three of the games that he's played in so far this year. Coming off a great year did Jimmy last year.
And there's a pitch high. 2 balls, 1 strike to Johnson.
Hunter Jackson to follow, and then Blake, called Austin Mosteller calling him his brother's name, Blake.
Yeah, Blake, the Blue Mist.
The Blue Mist, yeah.
Here's the pitch. Inside 3-1 to Johnson. Somebody said the Blue Mist sign was gone at Asheboro last year. The Blue Mist restaurant. That's the sign Blake dented.
Well, they went out of business.
I don't know. It's been in business a while out there since the 40s.
Ball 4.
Ball 4 to Johnson. So he's on safely the second time tonight. This time a leadoff walk in the second, and Scott has walked 2 and hit a batter. He's given up 3 hits and 3 runs along the way. I said he's walked 2, and he's actually walked 3.
Yeah, walked 3, struck out 1, struck out 2.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is Hunter Jackson, who struck out in the first. And Hunter lifts the foul ball out of play right side. John Brown All-State foul ball. A lot of great sponsors. Runs brought to you by Rocky Bennett Insurance. Hits Medical Center Pharmacy. The foul balls by John Brown All-State Insurance. Pre-game show, Carpenter's Funeral Home. Call the Bullpen, Alcom Mini Storage. Ground ball, base hit. Base hit for Hunter Jackson between short and third. And he hits safely here for the first time tonight. And there's 2 on with nobody out. And it's Austin Mosteller, the pitcher. Our scoreboard sponsors, Mr. Sparky and Hauser Drug. And our pregame meal, Pat's Drive-In. Did I say title sponsor, Ronaldo Auto Mall?
You did.
And another pitcher-catcher conference.
These sponsors are, have we added any for baseball?
Yeah.
John
Brown is baseball. Let's see. I think the rest of them, a lot of these have sponsored year-round.
Yeah.
All right, here's Mosteller. Hit by a pitch. Owens run for him and came in to score in the first on a bases-loaded walk, I believe it was. Or maybe a base hit here. Mosteller offers a bunt and missed at it, and they called it a strike.
They did, and the ball got by the catcher.
Sure
so,
did.
Jimmy Johnson's at third. Hunter Jackson did not advance.
Would you say Jimmy Johnson has good speed, good wheels?
He has good wheels.
Good wheels. And brings up Randall Long, who walked, and that loaded the bases in the first inning. Long walked and later scored in the inning on a single by Treadway. 3 runs in the first for Cherryville, threatening to get more here in the second. Swung on a miss by Long. Long didn't see a pitch in the first inning he could swing at.
No,
walked him on 4.
All 4 out of the zone.
The pitch. That one's outside. Catcher has to come out and stand up to catch that one.
Angie Anthony's Ironman Ladies softball team lost their game this afternoon. I'm going to pass that along in case some of you listeners are wondering how it came out.
And if you don't know who Angie Anthony is, I bet I know you'll know who Angie Walls. Well, and the throw to first gets Long. She got married to your nephew, right?
She sure did.
How about that?
Yeah.
Long gets a RBI on a ground out. And ground out will go 1-3. Scoring is Johnson. It's 4-0 Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Another Rocky Bennett Insurance run here. 4-0 Cherryville. When you said Angie Anthony, I had to think just a minute there. I said, that's right.
Angie is married to my nephew
Wes.
Wes. My mind went blank on me. Wes.
Well, I got a nephew named Wes, too, so it's easy for me to remember. Here's a base hit for Hayes, and that'll score Hunter Jackson, who went to third a moment ago.
Everybody over here looking at me. What happened to him?
Oh, me. Well, it's the first game, Danny. It's first game. RBI for A.J. Hayes, the designated hitter, with 2 out. With 2 out here in the second.
Actually, Wes played 3 years for these Ironmen and played on the American Legion team.
Ground ball hit into by Sensing. Shortstop will go the short route to second for the force on Hayes. 6-4 put out. Out number 3, it'll be a fielder's choice for Sensing, and we're done here in the second, but we scored 2 more runs on 2 hits. Our hits brought to you by Medical Center Pharmacy. There were no errors and 1 runner left. We go to the third inning. It's 5-0 Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. This is Ronaldo Automall Ironman Baseball.
That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today.
Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is proud to be the official dentist of the Cherryville Ironmen. Visit our website at paulcloningerdentistry.com. Take a virtual tour of the office, meet the staff and Dr. Paul Cloninger. See our procedures page for details on our services. Watch our online video for methods on how we reduce patient anxiety. You can also make an appointment. We accept new patients daily. Call 704-435-6916 or go online to paulcloningerdentistry.com.
Hello, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at First Baptist Church Cherryville, and John 3:17 tells us that God sent His Son into the world not to judge the world, but to save the world through Him. And we'd like to invite you to come join us each Sunday morning at 11 o'clock to celebrate the marvelous grace of God. Our motto is accomplishing all things through Christ, and we'd like for you to come and share in that. Again, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at Cherryville First Baptist Church. Look forward to seeing you there.
A lot of
Welcome back, Milton Baker, Danny Aker along with you. Prim, who was batting in the second when Brown got caught in the rundown, Prim will lead it off here in the third for the Wildcats, who trail 5-0. Both teams undefeated coming into this afternoon or this evening's action. We actually started at 6 this evening, so moving right along here. Lights on at the ballpark. No rain, but under very cloudy skies right now. Pitch is in the dirt from Mosteller. Ball 1 to Austin Prim, the first baseman. Prim, Simmons, and Thornburg, the 7, 8, and 9 spots. So even though Mosteller gave up the base hit in the second, he's only faced the minimum so far.
That's right.
With that rundown. And here's a foul ball. John Brown All-State foul ball right side. 1 ball, 1 strike on Prim.
Prim, a big kid, muscular, 6'4", I'm guessing 230, 225, and a freshman.
Okay, I got a text here from Cherryville High School Athletic Director Scott Harrell. JV Baseball just beat North Gaston 6-2. Winning pitcher was Tyler Sanders. Wow. Will Lewis just won the first individual tennis match at Cherryville. And it doesn't. I'll get the rest of that text here.
All right. That's great. Great news.
And just won the first individual tennis match at Cherryville in the last 3 years. Okay, there we go. Appreciate that, Coach Harrell. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Austin Prim here. Top of the third, Cherryville up 5-0. You can watch and listen on the internet or listen to us on the radio tonight. And there's a strike called on Prim. Got him looking. First out, and that is the second strikeout by Mosteller. Prim caught looking on a 2-2 pitch. Brings up Nate Simmons. Simmons, right-handed batter.
Both these ball clubs start their conference action Friday after this pitch.
The pitch is a ball.
The Wildcats of North Gaston will be at Hunter Huss 7 o'clock Friday. Cherryville Ironman will kick off their conference play also on Friday, but they'll be on the road at Pine Lake Prep. That'll be part of a JV varsity doubleheader with the JV game starting around 4:30, followed by the varsity. And that game with Pine Lake Prep will give our listeners a sight.
Pitch swung on and missed, 1-1.
That Pine Lake Prep game will be in Mooresville at Moore Park. That's Friday at Moore Park in Mooresville. That's on Broad Street.
Okay. And foul ball toward the Cherryville dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Simmons. Simmons, third baseman, right-handed batter.
Yeah, I believe you said our next radio game would be Tuesday of next week at Lincoln Charter.
Okay. 1-2 pitch coming up here. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. That one swinging by Simmons. It'll be up to Jacob Thornburg. Thornburg, second baseman, ninth batter, right-handed batter for the North Gaston Wildcats.
What is that, 4 strikeouts for Mosteller?
You're right. I missed one. I missed the strikeout that they had to throw him out 2-3, so there's 4 strikeouts.
4 strikeouts and no bases on balls and 1 single. That's single by Blake Brown back in the second inning.
And he was picked off, so Mosteller facing the minimum. There's strike 2 to Thornburg. Nice breaking ball from the left-hander.
No clock on Mosteller. He's getting it from the catcher and coming back to him with. He's not taking up too much time.
Ready to go. Catcher sets up a little outside. He hit the spot just a little low.
Aren't they going to use some kind of clock in
Major
League?
Make them stay in the batter's box.
Make them stay in the batter's box.
Take a walk.
Yeah.
You got to keep a foot in the batter's box, which is a rule already, but they just got to enforce it.
1-2 pitch, fouled off.
Is that rule in the minor league, major leagues, or that's in baseball rule?
It's always been there.
Yeah, it's not been enforced. No.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Danny, for those of you don't know, he is speaking to Kevin Hastings over there about the new enforcement of the keep your foot in the batter's box in Major League Baseball.
It's an old rule, but they're going to enforce it this year, they say.
1-2 pitch, swing, and he drops strike 3. He'll throw to first to complete the strikeout again. And it's another 2-3 put out, and the side goes down in order in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the third. Cherryville leads 5-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and we'll be right back.
A lot of people are switching to natural gas lately because natural gas appliances cost a lot less to operate than those using propane or electricity. In fact, a typical family could save up to $1,000 a year just by switching from propane to natural gas. But that's not all. To learn more about natural gas and to find out how much money you could save by switching, visit psncenergy.com/choosegas. That's psncenergy.com/choosegas. Natural gas from PSNC Energy, making everyday life better.
Get it cranked at Field Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. Yes, with a stop at Field Starter and Alternator in Cherryville, you'll save time and time again. They start all the winners. They do it all at Field Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. Starters, alternators, generators, rebuilt and repaired. Located at 457 Paul H. Beam Road in Cherryville. Get it cranked and running with a visit to Field Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. You'll save time and time again.
Save time and time again.
Field starter nominator, Cherryville. In this area, there are two names you can depend on. The first is Roland Black Heating and Cooling, and the second is Train. Hurry in now and check out the great deals from Train and Roland Black Heating and Cooling. Right now, you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months on qualifying credit approval and qualifying equipment. Come in now for all the details, or give them a call at 704-865-1375. Visit them at the new location, 501 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
And welcome back. Milton Baker, Danny Aker along with you here at Fraley Field in Cherryville. Bottom of the third coming up. Ironman lead 5-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. And leading off is Clay Hallman, strike one from McKinley Scott. Hallman, RBI single first
time. Yeah, the Ironman
up.
with 5 hits on the night. Only 1 hit given up by Mostetler thus far.
That pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hallman single in the first. Cherryville sent 9 up in the first inning, scored 3 runs, left the bases loaded, scored 2 more in the second inning, sending 6 batters up. Hallman swings at one a little upstairs that time, and it's 1-2.
Treadway and Henderson to follow Clay Hallman here in the bottom of the third.
Hallman's base hit in the first, you might remember, went right through the wickets of the pitcher and right over second base for a hit.
Both these ball clubs coming into this afternoon's game with a 2-0 record. Ironman getting off to a good start. Traditionally, over the years, they do not get off to a good start. But this year, defeating Crest and East Lincoln on the road.
2-2 pitch from Scott. Oh, that one nearly hit Hallman. 3-2 will go the count on Clay Hallman.
Yeah, McKinley Scott, the starting pitcher for the Wildcats, a lefty.
Clay was a football player, right?
He was. Yeah. Treadway, Henderson football.
Yeah.
Will Walker.
Okay. Kevin's getting older.
Yes, Kevin's getting old. Kevin Hastings to our left here.
Coached Clay when he was a 12-year-old in basketball. 3-2 remains the count on Hallman as another John Brown All-State foul ball goes off the right side. When kicking the flags up in center field a little bit, the lower flags are blowing softly. The American flag up high just hanging there. Flag over at the Legion hut just barely moving.
American flags, they're heavy.
Yeah, they're heavy flags. And it's fouled off again, right side. John Brown All-State foul ball.
First game here at Fraley Field this year. We've been looking forward to this. We've had to schedule. I've had to schedule for the Ironman for 3 or 4 months, and just thought the season never would start.
Look right there. Look right there. See that? That's called a mosquito. And they're out already. And another foul ball.
Hallman hanging in there.
Yeah, fighting them off. 3-2 remains the count on Clay Hallman.
I'd like to thank our scoreboard operator this afternoon, tonight, Gary Hallman. Gary Freeman. Gary Freeman.
On Danny.
Yeah. And, of course, Judy
What's
Aker.
What's that nephew's name?
That's Wes Anthony.
Okay.
Judy Aker, our music lady. Thank her. And, of course, a sidekick over here. Par excellence. Been doing the baseball, basketball, and football for at least 30 years. How old are you?
31. 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on Hallman.
Got him looking.
Called him out, and that's out number 1 for Cherryville, and brings up Austin Treadway. Treadway, an infield single, his first time up. An RBI on that infield single for Treadway. It was with the bases loaded.
Treadway, one of the sophomores in the starting lineup this afternoon, along with Will Walker.
If it gets dark and the lights go out, we can find Treadway's bat. It's bright orange. Did he get hit by the pitch?
Treadway said he got hit, so the umpire walked down first baseline a little bit, said, go ahead.
Yep. Bright orange bat goes back to the dugout. And it'll bring up Grant Henderson. Grant, a 1-3 ground out to end the first inning. Grant tried to bunt his way aboard. He's the shortstop. Bats left-handed, shoots the basketball and throws the football right-handed.
Right-handed, yes, he does.
and throws a baseball right. Here's a bouncer third base side foul ball.
That's a floater.
And there's strike one on Henderson.
Actually,
Huh?
Actually, as a pop-up.
Oh, it was? I thought it hit off the plate.
Pop-up.
My bad. So that's out number 2. My bad. I thought it hit off the plate and bounced high. That one fooled me. So Grant out on a pop-up to third base. Runner going. Throw to second. Not in time. Stolen base.
Treadway.
And the Ironmen have stolen 2 off of the catcher Beaver. Stolen base earlier for Hunter Jackson. So Jimmy Johnson with a runner now in scoring position. Cherryville has scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second. 2 out and a runner in scoring position now here in the third. And Johnson, who has doubled and walked and scored twice, is the batter up. And what's our count? 0-1.
Yeah, 0-1.
0-1 on Johnson. And the pitch is a ball.
Neither coach have had anybody warming up yet. I would think that we'd probably see some pitching changes here in another inning or so by both ball clubs. Not cold out there, but it's not warm either.
Scott, the left-hander, looks to second. Now the pitch, and it's swung on and missed. And that is strike 3.
We had that count wrong, did we not?
Yeah, sure did. So Johnson goes down swinging, and Cherryville fails to score for the first time in an inning here in the third. No runs for Cherryville, no errors, no hits, and 1 left on. We go to the 4th inning. Still 5-0 Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Are there painting projects you've been putting off around the house? Put them off no longer with a stop at Ferguson Ace Hardware in Cherryville. They have the perfect paint for every project. Pick up a gallon of Royal Interior Flat Latex Paint, the #1 selling paint. And look your best with Nike, Eddie Bauer, and Carhartt clothing, including the Eddie Bauer fishing shirts. Brighten up your home and look your best with a stop at Ferguson Ace Hardware, Highway 150 East in Cherryville.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today. Get the big dog more from West End Sales in Vail. Right now, get 0% financing for 48 months. Yes, spring is just around the corner, and the big dog will be ready. With 31 horsepower, a big 60-inch cut, and now only $181 per month from West End Sales in Vail. And don't forget about a free loader with a CK or DK Series Coyote tractor from West End Sales, 110 North Highway 18 in Vail, or online at westendsales.com.
Welcome back. Milton Baker, Danny Aker along with you as we go to the fourth inning, and North Gaston down 5-0 here at Cherryville. Top of the order is up Dalton Williams. A fly out to left, first time up for Williams, left-handed batter. Facing the left-handed pitcher, Austin Mosteller, and it's ball 1 for Williams.
Yeah, Mosteller with 5 Ks, no bases on balls given up. Pitched a great game thus far.
There's a strike to Williams.
Do see some action now in the Wildcats bullpen. I believe that's Austin Prim, the freshman, warming up. Probably going to see him in another inning or so.
Here's a soft grounder. Could be trouble. Throw to first. It got away. Is backed up out there in the outfield. So that's a single for Williams. That was just like a swinging bunt.
Yes,
that was
it did.
Trouble all the way. And base hit for Williams. And it'll bring up Brandon Holden. Holden, the short center fielder who grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Holden, right-handed batter here to face Mosteller. And the pitch back at him. I have a double play ball here. 1 to 6 to 3. Nope, got away over there at first. So a fielder's choice for Holden. And 1-6 put out on Williams at second for out number 1. And the batter up will be Drew Green. Green struck out swinging to end the first inning. Wildcats have not gotten a runner off first yet tonight. They had a base hit in the second. That runner was picked off in a rundown. And now the runner a moment ago forced out at second. And it's ball 1 to Green.
Got a pretty decent crowd here for March the 9th. Foul ball to the right side.
I'm sure every one of them's nice people.
All of them's nice people, absolutely.
Said pretty decent. I'd like to thank Kevin, our cameraman, director of video operations. Is that a good title there, Kevin? Director of video operations. And on the roof, on top of the ground ball here to second. This is 6-4 to 3. There's your double play ball. On the roof out there with the camera is Evan Ludwig, our intern. All right, Green hits into a 6-4-3 double play ball. And that will do it for the Wildcats. And Mosteller has still faced the minimum after 4 innings pitching. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 5-0 Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
Golf carts are the specialty at R&M Motors in Cherryville. No matter where you live, it's well worth the drive to R&M Motors in Cherryville for your custom-made golf carts. Prices start at only $18.50, and all carts come with a 30-day warranty. Come see the selection today. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 2. And be sure to check out R&M Pawn and Trade and R&M Motor Tire and Automotive Care, all located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway, 1 mile outside of Cherryville. Call 704-445-0103.
Room service?
Hi, I'd love a McDonald's premium roast coffee and an egg McMuffin.
Sir, this is a hotel.
Not a problem. There's a McDonald's right across the street.
Sir, I really don't believe I can do that.
Well, the front desk said anything we can do to make your morning better.
We did say that, didn't we?
Can you throw in hash browns too?
Start your day right with the big, bold taste of a McCafe Premium Roast Coffee. Get any size for just $1 every day. The simple joy of a McDonald's morning. Prices and participation may vary, a la carte only.
Alcom Storage on Dick Beam Road in Cherryville is proud to be a sponsor of local high school and American Legion sports. We salute all of our local athletes on a job well done. And if you need storage space, see Alcom Storage. You'll find all sizes right for your storage needs. All units are lighted with security cameras and monthly extermination. Be sure to check our prices. Alcom Storage, located at 235 Dick Beam Road in Cherryville. Just call 704-435-8803 for Alcom Storage today.
All right, Jackson will lead it off here for the Cherryville Ironmen in the 4th inning. Cherryville leading 5-0. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second for the Ironmen. They were shut out in the 3rd inning. Jackson bats second in the order, and the pitch is a ball from the left-hander McKinley Scott, still out there for the Wildcats. Prim is still in the game at first base. He was warming up in the bullpen a moment ago, but comes back out defensively at first still. Hard hit ball to third, throw to first in time. And that's 1 away for Cherryville, and Austin Mosteller to batter up. Mosteller was hit by a pitch, and Owens running for him in the first, scored a run, a Rocky Bennett insurance run, and then Mosteller struck out swinging in the second. Lefty-lefty match up here. Austin Mosteller, and the pitch is a ball.
Did we mention, or maybe you did, and I just forgot, but the JV Ironman team went to North Gaston and won their game this afternoon, 6-2.
Yeah, I read that text from Scott Harrell.
Right. Sure, and the winning pitcher, Tyler Sanders. There's a swing and miss by Mosteller. And Will Lewis won his match.
Let me read what Scott texted me here.
Won his tennis match, I believe.
Will Lewis just won the first individual tennis match at Cherryville in the last 3 years.
Wow. Congratulations to Will.
Counts 1-1 on Mosteller. And the pitch is a ball. 2-1 to Austin Moster. He's going to be as tall as Blake pretty soon, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Looks like he's grown since last year, inch or two. Swing and a miss.
Austin is going to play some baseball somewhere. I don't think he's made his decision yet, but he's going to play. He's going to play some ball for somebody.
Yeah. 2-2. It is swung on and missed, and left-handed pitcher winning that matchup again as Mosteller was hit by a pitch his first at bat, but then he's struck out the last 2 times up. So 2 up, 2 down, and things looking a little better for North Gaston right now, although they still haven't got on the scoreboard. They're getting more out than they're giving up runs at this point.
Right.
And this brings up Randall Long. And the pitch to Long, lifted high. Right center, going deep. It is going to
be against the fence for a double.
Up against the fence in right center. A 2-out double for Randall Long.
Looked to me there coming off the bat, it might be a routine fly ball, but he just kept on.
Yeah, not much wind pushing it out there either, so it was hit well, and it just about got out of here. Hit to one of the deepest parts in the ballpark out there. You know, that spot where he hit it, that's a pretty good shot to get out there. A.J. Hayes, single and an RBI.
Milton, that's
last time up.
6th hit off of McKinley Scott by the Ironman.
And there's a strike to Hayes. Hayes has 2 RBIs on the night, a bases loaded walk in the first, and that RBI single in the second. The pitch. Here's a grounder to the shortstop. Oh, it handcuffed him. Will he have time? No.
There on the shortstop.
Yeah, E6. And runners on the corners with 2 out for the Ironman.
First error of the game, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe it is.
It is indeed. And Ray Sensing is the batter for Cherryville.
Number 18, Ray Sensing.
Sensing, 0 for 2 tonight.
Time call. Coach Scotty Hedmers want to chat with Sensing.
Cherryville trying to put another run or 2 on the board here with 2 out in the bottom of the 4th at Fraley Field. Both teams 2-0 on the season. Sensing, your left fielder, has struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. Right-handed hitter steps in against the lefty McKinley Scott from North Gaston. Runners on the corners, 2 out in the pitch. Strike taken by Ray Sensing.
Ray, a junior on this Ironman team this year.
The pitch is low. Beaver blocking that one up. Remember that runner at third. One gets through here, he could possibly score the 6th run for Cherryville. The pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitcher McKinley Scott, not overpowering Milton, but
hits the spots pretty good.
Hits his spots pretty good. He sure does.
And he's a lefty, and that can cause trouble for some of these left-handed hitters and right-handed batters too.
Traditionally, Cheryl's
always had trouble with left-handers.
Yeah, that's right.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out.
I had trouble with lefties.
Yeah, 2 on. We got deuces wild here, folks. The pitch swung on and missed, and that'll retire the side. So Cherryville fails to score in the 4th. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on. We go to the 5th inning. Cherryville holds on to a 5-0 lead on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and this is Ronaldo Automall Ironman Baseball.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
Back with Rusty Wise from Mr. Sparky. You told me about this top 10 list of things people said they couldn't live without, and food and water wasn't even on there.
It was things like cell phone, microwave, internet service.
Well, that's why it's kind of nice to know Mr. Sparky offers generators.
Yes, Mr. Sparky offers Generac generators. We're an elite dealer in the Charlotte market. We can service, repair, and do the install and offer financing also. The generator system comes on by itself, monitors the utility, and when the utility power comes back on, the system turns off. You don't have to do a thing. If you currently have a generator system, let us come out and make sure it works properly.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
If you lost power for a day or more, where would you be?
Don't put it off. Call Mr. Sparky, 888-8-SPARKY.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Well, welcome back. Milton Baker, Danny Aker along with you here at Fraley Field in Cherryville. Going to the 5th inning, batter up for the Wildcats, pops one foul out into the street.
Randall Long on the run, but
yeah. John Brown All-State foul ball. They still call that Pink Street, although
they do. Who's that on the barn over there?
On the barn out there?
That's Kevin, isn't it?
Farmer Kevin on top of the barn. That's the rooster on the barn. Strike. Strike one on Scott.
Storage building.
Here's a line drive out to the second baseman Treadway. Line out to 4. Out number 1 here for the Wildcats in the 5th. Need to get something going, Danny. They haven't gotten a runner safely to second base yet tonight. They've had a base runner in the 2nd inning, picked off in a rundown. They had a base runner on in the 4th, the leadoff single. He was out on a force play at second, and then they had the double play ball.
Well, you got to give credit to Austin Mostert out on the mound.
Still faced the minimum.
Yes, he has.
Faced that double play ball and that pickoff in the previous inning.
Pitched well, has Mostert.
Strike one here, the count. And this one's a John Brown foul ball right side, 0-2 to Lathan Bumgarner.
Not sure that Austin's picked up on his speed any, but he's been real effective spotting his pitches tonight.
Hunter's going to set up outside. Batter swung. Did he go? Yes.
Called him out.
First base umpire says Bumgarner went around. Strikeout for Mosteller.
Austin's 6th KO of the night.
Okay, and it'll bring up Blake Brown. Brown got that first hit of the game and first base run of the game for North Gaston in the 2nd. And Brown was then picked off over there in a rundown. Hunter Jackson caught him too far off first, and Hunter threw down.
That's called what, a dead duck?
Yeah, he was a dead duck. You're right. He was hung out to dry. There's a strike called on Brown. Hunter Jackson will throw the ball down to first if you get just a little daylight between you and the bat.
And with some speed and accuracy, too.
You're exactly right. Yeah, a lot of catchers can throw down to first in that situation, but Hunter is good at getting you picked off.
You know,
that's a ball.
It would be interesting to know how many runners that Hunter Jackson's thrown out in high school and American Legion baseball since he's been behind that plate.
I know. He's one of the best you'll ever see. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch, ball 2.
You know, Cherryville's been really, really fortunate to have some great ball players come through here, but they've had some great catchers.
Yeah,
and
they really have.
Yeah, I can name you a lot of great catchers. That's been behind the plate here at Fraley Field.
2-1 pitch. Foul ball. What year did you catch?
Caught in 1960, 61, and 62.
So it started about 63, that tradition?
No, it started in 1960. Thanks a lot, man.
I set you up for that. I was waiting on that. I was waiting. I was waiting.
My son back here called a no-hitter right behind this plate back in 1987.
Was Alan Davidson
perfect game?
Perfect game.
Perfect game. Alan Davidson. Alan Aker was a catcher. He's right back here behind us, and remember that like it was yesterday.
Bet you do, yeah. 3-2 on Brown now. Base is empty, 2 out in the top of the 5th. Cherryville up 5-0 on the Wildcats of North Gaston. And,
Mostert was coming off the mound like he's going to the dugout.
Well, it was a close
base
one.
on balls that Mostert has given up tonight.
Well, if they can pick him off somehow, he'll still be facing the minimum, as Brown was picked off in the second inning after a base hit. So Brown's been a little trouble spot for Mosteller and the Ironman tonight. He's gotten on twice for the Wildcats.
We've got a courtesy runner. I did not get the number there at first base for Blake Brown.
Okay. We'll see if we can tell here in a moment. Brown, the right fielder there, is a runner for him. They say it's number 3.
Dorian McCombs is the pinch runner. Running at first base is Dorian McCombs.
All right. McCombs is running.
Yeah, Dorian McCombs, a courtesy runner.
Batter up is then Austin Prim, who we may see pitching before the night's over.
Yeah, I would think that both these catchers would probably go a maximum of 5 innings. Well, I'll be surprised if you see any of these pitchers in the 6th or 7th.
And there, they got him leaning, and he's out again. They've picked off Brown twice on first base. Got him in a rundown earlier, and the pitcher picks him off this time. 1-3 goes to put out, and Mosteller is still faced the minimum. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The inning summary, no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Cherryville still leads at 5-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
Your full-service service center for your automobile is Rick's Automotive on East Main Street in Cherryville. They do it all at Rick's Automotive. Rick Walker and his staff is dedicated at providing you the best in automotive care. From an oil change to a tune-up, from a tire alignment to a full set of new tires, from heaters to air conditioners, you can get it done at Rick's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Rick's Automotive, 1001 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 435-3801.
In the nation, they go by Guardian, Lifesaver, and Friend. At Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that cares.
Nationwide is on your side.
Your Nationwide insurance agent in Cherryville is Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, 1608 East Church Street. Call 704-445-1990.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Hello, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at First Baptist Church Cherryville, and John 3:17 tells us that God sent His Son into the world not to judge the world, but to save the world through Him. And we'd like to invite you to come join us each Sunday morning at 11 o'clock to celebrate the marvelous grace of God. Our motto is accomplishing all things through Christ, and we'd like for you to come and share in that. Again, my name is Kevin Bennett, Minister of Students and Outreach at Cherryville First Baptist Church. Look forward to seeing you there.
In the nation, they go by Guardian, Lifesaver, and Friend. At Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that cares.
Nationwide is on your side.
Your Nationwide insurance agent in Cherryville is Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, 1608 East Church Street. Call 704-445-1990.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
All right, welcome back. Milton Baker and Danny Aker along with you here at Fraley Field. And got a new pitcher. We'll give you an Alcom mini storage call to the bullpen for the Wildcats. We'll do that here in just a moment as Danny Aker, who's pulling double duty tonight on the PA and on the radio.
We've got
new pitcher.
We've got Blake Brown moving in from right field to take over the pitching duties. The starting pitcher, McKinley Scott, will go from the mound to right field. New pitcher is Blake Brown.
And he'll face Clay Hallman, throws it to the backstop.
We mentioned Blake earlier in our broadcast, and his warm-ups right here was really wild, but he is a quality pitcher. He's a junior, and he has verbally committed to East Carolina University to play baseball.
Okay. He's a right-hander. Hallman against the starter, McKinley Scott. The left-hander singled and struck out. There's a strike, 1-1. Brown was the runner who got on base on the walk in the 5th inning. Then they did pinch run for him, and that pinch runner was the one picked off. And what was his name?
His name was McCombs.
McCombs.
Yeah.
So Brown was not picked off on base twice. McCombs was one of the times.
Yeah, Dorian McCombs got picked off.
2-1 goes the count on Hallman. Holmes was one of the times.
Yeah, Dorian McCombs got picked off.
2-1 goes the count on Hallman. And the pitch, swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hallman. Cherryville got off to a fast start, 3 runs in the first on 3 hits and left 3 on, and scored 2 in the second, but have quieted down a little bit since then. There's a strike called on Hallman. Second time he's been caught looking. And
Brown spotted his
one down.
Strikeout pitch on the corner of the plate to get Hallman.
Comes the orange bat carried by Austin Treadway to the batter's box. I like that bat, Danny.
Yeah. What is that? It's is it orange?
It looks fluorescent orange.
Fluorescent orange.
You could you know those vests you wear on the side of the road when you're picking up trash? You could carry that bat around with you and it's
officially tonight, 1 for 1. He singled in the first. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. Austin, a sophomore, playing second base for the Cherryville Ironmen.
1-0 pitch upstairs, 2-0.
Brown, the second pitcher for the Wildcats, we don't have a clock or a gun on him, but he can get it up to 92, 93, 94 miles an hour at times.
And here's a slicing base hit for Treadway to right field. Treadway having to hustle down there. That's one of those that right fielder, if he gets there in time, he might have a shot at throwing him out at first. You don't see it much in baseball, but it could happen. And it's a base hit for Treadway.
Treadway having a good night. Been on base 3 times, 2 for 2 at the plate. Batting in the 8 hole for Coach Hebner.
Here's Grant Henderson, who bats left-handed. You know, I don't think Henderson played second last year. I don't think we saw him bat at all, did we? And he pops this bunt up into the stands behind the backstop.
He, for most part, was DH for last year.
Yeah. I didn't know he was a left-handed batter till tonight.
Well, this might be your first time you've seen him
I think it might be the first time I've seen him bat since he's played.
You know, of the athletes that we've covered over the years, Grant has really been versatile, playing all 3 sports and playing well at all 3 sports.
Well, he does. He's an excellent athlete. And the 0-1 pitch, first base side, fair ball, and it'll be a 1 unassisted or 3 unassisted put out on Henderson, and that'll bring up the top of the order as Treadway goes into second base safely. And the batter is Jimmy Johnson. Johnson has doubled and scored, walked and scored, and struck out on the evening. Johnson in that leadoff spot, right-handed hitter for Cherryville. And the pitch.
Pretty good hitter.
Strike.
Against a pretty good pitcher right here. Good matchup right here with Johnson and Blake Brown.
The 1-0 pitch. Now they got to Treadway caught in a run down. He's going to be out at third. So 1-5 will go the put out of Treadway, and that's out number 3. So that means Johnson will lead off the bottom of the 6th for Cherryville. In the inning, no runs for Cherryville, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 6th inning. Still 5-0 Cherryville on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. This is the Ronaldo Automall Ironman broadcast.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that? It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Your full-service service center for your automobile is Rick's Automotive on East Main Street in Cherryville. They do it all at Rick's Automotive. Rick Walker and his staff is dedicated at providing you the best in automotive care. From an oil change to a tune-up, from a tire alignment to a full set of new tires, from heaters to air conditioners, you can get it done at Rick's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Rick's Automotive, 1001 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 435-3801.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. You know, the ones the other guys spend billions of dollars on each year. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Bennett Insurance Group in Cherryville, an independent Erie insurance agent. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Bennett Insurance Group today. Call 704-435-0270. That's 704-435-0270. Or go to BennettInsuranceGroup.net. We can help you get where you need to be, where you should be, quickly and easily. Go ahead, laugh at those cave people, stunt guys, and bubbly cashiers. Then see for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie, year after year after year.
See Rocky Bennett at Bennett Insurance Group, your Erie insurance agent.
Breakfast.
And we're back after that message from Rocky Bennett Insurance, who sponsors each and every run for the Ironman this year. 5 Rocky Bennett Insurance runs tonight. 0-2 the count on Austin Prim, with Austin Mosteller still on the mound for Cherryville starter tonight, the big left-hander, and that pitch is a ball. They asked for the first appeal, and no, he did not go around.
Milton, we got a new, I think I failed to announce his name last inning, but Ryan Owens is in left field for the Ironman in place of Ray Sensing now.
All right, Owens out there in left. Did you say left?
Yeah, left field, yes.
Okay. And that's ball 2 to Prim. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Prim leading off here in the top of the 6th for North Gaston. They have down in the hole 5-0 here on the road at Fraley Field. Both teams 2-0 on the season. Both teams have beaten a common opponent, I believe you said, Danny.
Each team, their last win was against Crest High School.
Crest, okay.
Yeah.
And the count goes 3-2 on Prim. Mosteller has done a magnificent job of facing the minimum,
yes, he has.
Thanks to
I know, I just
3 base runners.
He sure has.
Well, 2 picked off and 1 picked off in a double play. So he's faced the minimum. 3-2 pitch. He struck him out. Got him swinging. Prim goes down on strikes for the second time. First time was looking. And Nate Simmons, who struck out swinging in the third, is due up here. Nate Simmons, the third baseman, right-handed batter, will step up.
7 strikeouts for Austin Mosteller and only 1 walk.
And it was
yeah.
questionable as a ball strike. Here's a pop-up straight up the chimney, and it's going to be Mosteller calling off the catcher, Hunter Jackson. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. Wow, that one was as about as straight up as they come. And that'll bring up Jacob Thornburg.
That's what you call right up the chimney?
That's right, right up the chimney. And back down. Jacob Thornburg struck out in the third. And this one's fouled back, strike 1.
The Wildcats will be on the road Friday at Hunter Huss at 7 o'clock. The Ironmen will be also on the road Friday at Pine Lake Prep, a JV varsity doubleheader at Pine Lake Prep in Mooresville.
Weather permitting, and isn't it supposed to be cold Friday?
46 high Friday.
Something like
rain,
in the 40s, yeah.
Rain coming in tonight, Wednesday, Thursday,
It's
Friday.
supposed to rain the next 7 days after tonight, yeah.
Probably going to see a lot of these high schools playing not only 2 games in 1 week, but 3 to make up some of the rainouts.
Is it going to be another one of those years like I had a couple years back?
You remember that?
back
Oh, wow.
when it rained all the time, every day.
Sure did.
0-1 on Thornburg. And there's a base hit to right field for the number 9 batter, Jacob Thornburg. So that'll bring up the top of the order, Dalton Williams. Thornburg becomes only the 3rd hit tonight for the Wildcats. That's right, only 3 hits.
3 singles.
Only 3 singles. They haven't gotten a runner to second all night.
Well, can he pick off
first
base?
Stay. That would be something if he keeps. If he gets
better
that
not
runner.
he better not get another step.
Swing and a miss by the left-handed batter Dalton Williams. Yeah, I tell you what, if Thornburg gets too fancy over that first, might just pick him off. And the pitch from Mosteller, and it's low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The Ironmen, in their first game at East Lincoln, in case you haven't heard, they did beat East Lincoln 5-3 on the road and went to Crest last Wednesday and defeated Crest 4-3.
Okay.
So getting off to a great start is the Cherryville Ironmen.
The 1-1 pitch is a ball. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Williams has flied out and singled on the night. Forced out at second on a fielder's choice by Holden, who stands on deck. Throw to first. Not going to pick him off this time.
He's after him, though, isn't he?
They're aware of that.
He's making him think, is he not?
And, you know, I guess with the left-handed batter there, it'd be tough for Hunter Jackson maybe to get a if he catches him too far off first, it might be hard for Hunter to get a throw down there. That pitch is a foul ball, 2-2.
Yeah, this Wildcat team.
So with 2 out, Wildcats trying to make some noise here in the 6th inning. Second man in the order up here, Holden, with runners at second and first. 5-0 Cherryville.
Williams with the singles, 2 for 3 out of the leadoff hole.
And a strike to Holden. First runner to get to second for the Wildcats tonight. And
see if Mosteller's bearing down right here and see if he can get this number 2 batter.
The 0-1 pitch. There's a strike.
He is.
He's coming after Holden.
Yes, he is.
He's coming after you. Holden has grounded out and reached on a fielder's choice. 0-2 pitch. Struck, well, caught a piece of it.
Found it off.
Caught a piece of it.
Just a piece of it.
Yep. Foul tip, strike. Our count remains 0-2.
4 hits now off of Mosteller is Wildcats.
And the 0-2 pitch again. There's a line shot. It gets by the shortstop, gets by the center fielder. 1 run is in. They're waving the second runner around third. He will score. Going down to third is Holden. So 2 runs score on the play.
An error on the
You got a hit and then an error in the outfield, right, Danny?
Right.
A hit and an error.
Hit and an error on the center fielder, Jimmy Johnson.
Give a hit to Holden. The hit will give 1 RBI, but not a second RBI because of the error.
Right.
And the runner winds up at third. So it's 5-2, 8, and a big costly error there, cost a run. So a hit and an error.
And we got time called by Coach Evans going out to the mound to talk to Mosteller in the infield.
All right, we'll take a quick 30-second break.
Lunch or dinner, you can get it all at Pat's Drive-In in Cherryville. Pat's Drive-In opens for breakfast Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Lunch and dinner served till 8 p.m. For breakfast, there's bacon, sausage, liver mush, gravy biscuits, and pancakes. For lunch and dinner, all of your favorite sandwiches, including Lotta Burgers, chicken tender plates, and Big Chef salad and chicken salad. Before the game or after the game, it's Pat's Drive-In, 604 West Church Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-8833.
All right, folks, welcome back. And game getting a little tighter here as the Wildcats score 2 with 2 out here in the 6th inning. Make it 5-2 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. RBI on the hit by Holden, then no RBI on the error in the outfield that allowed the second run to score. Man at third is Holden. And the batter up is Green, and there's strike one on Drew Green, who has struck out and grounded into a double play ball. Cherryville inning started off innocently enough,
Yes,
Danny.
it did.
Prim
Sure
struck
did.
out, Simmons popped up, then Thornburg singled, then Williams on a 3-2 pitch singled, and then Holden on an 0-2 pitch got that base hit past the shortstop, then the misplay in outfield.
I would think that if Green here could reach, you might see some action in the Ironman bullpen. None thus far.
The pitch. A ball, good block up by Hunter Jackson.
And not many going to get by Hunter.
And he hadn't had to worry about blocking up too many tonight with nobody getting off first base. But that one, and he hadn't had too many to block up. They've all been
so each
pretty good
team,
pitches.
Each team with one error thus far in the game tonight.
1-1 pitch.
Ball low.
2-1. Cherryville scoring 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second. But the Ironman bats have been pretty quiet
Yeah, they
since
have.
then. And the Wildcat bats just starting to come alive right now. 2-1 pitch. Swing a foul tip. 2-2 now on Green. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Man at third for North Gaston. Here in the top of the 6th. They've made it a 3-run difference now. 5-2 the score.
Got a little action in the bullpen now for the Ironman.
And the pitch is swung on a miss. And that's the side butt for North Gaston Wildcats. 2 runs score on 3 hits. 1 Ironman error and 1 runner left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-2 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
What are some of the greatest moments in sports? For me, I think of the basketball games in my uncle's driveway when I was a kid. He wasn't just my uncle, he was a friend. When he died, his funeral allowed me to share what he meant to me. It was a meaningful funeral for a life worth celebrating. As a member of the National Funeral Directors Association, the staff at Carpenter's Funeral Home understand the importance of creating a meaningful funeral service for a life worth celebrating. For more information, call Carpenter's Funeral Home at 704-435-6711. Carpenter's Funeral Home, excellence in cremation and funeral services.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
Back with Rusty Wise from Mr. Sparky. You told me about this top 10 list of things people said they couldn't live without, and food and water wasn't even on there.
It was things like cell phone, microwave, internet service.
Well, that's why it's kind of nice to know Mr. Sparky offers generators.
Yes, Mr. Sparky offers Generac generators. We're an elite dealer in the Charlotte market. We can service, repair, and do the install and offer financing also. The generator system comes on by itself, monitors the utility, and when the utility power comes back on, the system turns off. You don't have to do a thing. If you currently have a generator system, let us come out and make sure it works properly.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
If you lost power for a day or more, where would you be?
Don't put it off. Call Mr. Sparky, 888-8-SPARKY.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Check out the What's Up Shopper Service Savings Spectacular at the new Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. Save up to $100 on your next service. Kia, Cadillac, or Honda, get your oil change for as low as $21.95 for 4-cylinder vehicles. Get a 4-wheel alignment for only $64.95. And they have special discounts for veterans too. At the new Renato Auto Mall, 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, just below the Cleveland Mall.
Welcome back to Fraley Field. Some changes. Another Alcom mini storage. Alcom services call to the bullpen for the Wildcats. And Danny Aker has all the changes pitching-wise and defensively for the Wildcats.
Thank you, Milton Baker. Now pitching for the Wildcats, moving over from first base to take over the pitching duties. A big freshman right-hander, number 19, Austin Prim.
And the pitcher will face Jimmy Johnson. First pitch, pop fly, right side toward the line.
That's Blake Brown.
Brown back in right field makes the catch on Johnson for out number 1. Got a new first baseman, too.
New first baseman is, find him here, Milton Baker, is Avery Patton. Avery Patton.
So Prim on the mound. And did Scott go out of the game? And
Scott's out of the game.
Patton is in his spot.
Right.
It's Avery Patton.
Avery Patton.
All right. Batter is Hunter Jackson.
Yeah, first pitch ball to Hunter Jackson. 1 out. Jimmy Johnson flied out to right for the first out of the bottom of the 6th.
And the pitch is outside edge for a strike, 1-1. Hunter Jackson is 1 for 3 tonight. A single, a stolen base, and a run scored all in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it's a fly ball left side, but foul. A John Brown All-State foul ball. Get a little more distance and a little more foul on that one. He might have himself a Wilkins there.
That's right.
The 1-2 pitch. Oh, we just missed the spot. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hunter Jack. Catcher had set up outside. He hit the spot, but he's off the plate when he spotted.
Prim didn't like the call either.
This is the freshman, you said, Prim?
He is a freshman.
And Jackson says,
will
hello.
Be a base hit.
Yeah.
That will be a double to the fence, at least a double.
Yep, 2-2 pitch. Jackson drives it to the fence in left center. And 1 out double for Jackson. He's 2 for 4 on the night in that number 2 spot in the order, and brings up Austin Mosteller. Austin sees a right-handed pitcher for the first time tonight. The left-handed hitter, Mosteller. He was hit by a pitch and scored. Owens running for him, scored in the first inning. Mosteller then struck out twice against the starter, McKinley Scott, a left-hander. Didn't see Brown, and he faces Prim here. And Ryer Davis is running for Jackson at second base. And there's a ball to Mosteller. 1 ball and no strikes on Mosteller. So, whoops. Is that a balk?
I think that would be a balk.
It's a oopsie by the pitcher.
So the umpires
are discussing it. They had time. Okay. No balk. One ball and no strike. Still the count on Mosteller. The pitch from Prim. Outside.
Quick update, Milton. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Shelby leading Kings Mountain 3-2. You can watch that on KTC Broadcasting. Also, you can listen on 1390 AM. Shelby 3, Kings Mountain 2.
All right. 2-0 pitch to Mosteller. Ball 3. You can also watch this game. I hadn't mentioned that last little bit, but you can watch this game on KTCBroadcasting.com as well as listen to us on 1590 WCSL. The pitch, ball 4 to Mosteller. Will select games, Kevin, be on video? Just
game of the week, we're going to rotate the 3 stations.
Be different.
Depends on where they're at.
Yeah. So not every game will be videoed on the internet, but you can check out that schedule of our video broadcast on the website, ktcbroadcasting.com. All right, Randall Long. Randall's walked and scored and doubled on the night.
Wouldn't hurt to pick up another run or 2 here going into the final inning.
A couple Rocky Bennett insurance runs would be nice. They would really be insurance runs.
They would be. Randall 1 for 2, base on balls, and scored one of the runs for the Ironmen.
Curveball inside.
Fooled him a little bit, but it was inside. Called ball.
1-1, 1 out, 2 on. Bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Ground ball, shortstop will tag second for 1, down to first, double play.
Got him.
And they're out of the inning as Long hits into a 6-3 double play. So that'll do it for Cherryville in the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 7th. Hold'em time now, 5-2 the score. Cherryville leads on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
From soak to spin, the Whirlpool Duet Washer and Dryer pair from Hendrick Appliance in Shelby and Gastonia are designed with features that do more, so you have to do less. With advanced features that sense and adapt to provide the perfect clean automatically. Your clothes will never look newer, and laundry day will look a whole lot easier. See them today at your nearest Hendrick Appliance, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby and 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Eat fresh from Subway in Cherryville and Boger City. Ask for the simple $6 menu. Choose from 6 6-inch Subway sandwiches, a bag of chips, and a 21-ounce fountain drink for only $6. It's value made simple every day. Select from Black Forest ham, Italian BLT, meatball marinara, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, tuna, or turkey breast. A 6-inch Subway sandwich, a bag of chips, and a 21-ounce fountain drink for only $6. Eat fresh from Subway. East Main Street in Boger City on Highway 150 West in Cherryville, next to Food Line. Apply today, ride today from Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia can help. With 0 money down and rates as low as 2.99% APR. See the new Polaris Razor 900 or the new Yamaha R6 or the new Yamaha Grizzly 125. All at special savings to you from Full Throttle Power Sports. Exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell at 100 Indian Walk or online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Well, it's the top of the 7th and hold'em time for the Ironmen, and Austin Mosteller back out there trying to go the distance tonight. Cherryville leads 5-2 over the Wildcats, led 5-0 most of the way until the top of the 6th. The Wildcats scoring a couple runs after there were 2 out, and batter up is going to be Avery Patton, left-handed batter here. Patton, who came in on a defensive change in the bottom of the 6th for the Wildcats, will bat for the first time against the left-hander Mosteller. And the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1. A little activity in the Cherryville bullpen.
I think it's Noah Aker warming up just in case.
Just in case needed. And here's a ground ball to third, scooped up there by Long. Throw to first. Oh, cut by. The throw got by, and is that a E on the throw or the catch?
Well,
it's kind of tough. Was it on the ground?
It's got to be on the first
E3?
Yeah, E3.
Okay, E3. And that'll bring up the designated hitter due up, Bumgarner. It is Bumgarner, who is 0 for 2. So the runner winds up at second on the error. And Bumgarner, who has flied out and struck out on the night, will face Mosteller here in the top of the 7th. And this one's a pop fly to center field, 1 down. And it'll bring up Brown. Brown, who has singled and walked on the night's batter due up here. Blake Brown, who pitched 1 inning in relief. He's back in right field now, right-handed batter here. Brown. Got a problem with his helmet there. Now he gets it straightened out.
Want to keep Blake Brown off the base paths. You don't want to give Austin Prim a chance to swing the bat. He can put it in the graveyard.
The pitch. Low. Ball 1.
Home run right now would not give North Gaston the lead.
Or tie it, but give them make them a lot closer. Make it a 1-run game.
That's right.
And it's ball 2. 2-0 to Brown.
You surprised that Moss Tetler's still on the mound?
Not
really.
necessarily, no. Here's a fly ball line drive, actually. Diving in center, and it gets by. A runner at second wasn't sure. He held up, so he's just now down to third. No run scored on the double for Brown. Brown almost caught up with Patton down there at second base.
Yes, he did.
So a double.
Jimmy Johnson made a valiant effort.
Yeah,
but
to
did
catch
not
that
quite
ball.
pick it up.
And there's runners at second and third. Now the tying run comes to bat. Austin Prim, who has struck out twice and is now the pitcher for the Wildcats, the freshman. And there's a strike from Mosteller.
Got Prim with 2 strikeouts.
I do.
Yeah.
Looking and a swinging.
Yeah.
1 out, 2 on. A 3-run game, and the pitch swung on and missed. Nothing in 2 to count to Austin Prim. Well, they got to get interesting, don't they,
Yes,
sometimes?
it does. We thought maybe we were going to roll right through this thing without. Now, North Gaston is a good ball club.
Both teams undefeated. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Struck out Prim for out number 2, and so it's going to be up to Nate Simmons. Simmons a strikeout and a pop-up.
Third baseman, number 11, Nate Simmons.
So Nate Simmons is the batter up. That's 8th in the order. Runners at second and third, and Mosteller trying to go the distance here. And here's a line drive, base hit down the left field line. That's going to make it a 1-run game. 2-run single for Nate Simmons. And it's 5-4 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Yeah, a double, excuse me. Not a single, but a double. It's a 1-run game as Patton and Brown both score. Patton and Brown scoring. It's 5-4. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and Jacob Thornburg. Thornburg has struck out and singled and scored. We got a timeout called. We might have an outcome call to the bullpen. We'll hang on right here and see, folks, what we're going to do here as Coach Hebner comes out. Noah Aker was warming up in the bullpen. He's got 1 out to get and 1 run to play with here before the Wildcats tie this thing up. And we're in the top of the 7th. Cherryville trying to hold him here. He's going to
stay
with him here. Yep. Mosteller going to try to get Thornburg here. Like I said, Thornburg has struck out and has singled and scored for that number 9 spot.
Looking at Thornburg, he's 1 for 2, scored a run, and the next batter is the hot-hitting Dalton Williams at the top of the lineup.
Williams, who is the top of the order, has singled his last 2 times up in the game. He's 2 for 3 on the night is Williams. So Thornburg 1 for 2 on the night. And the pitch. There's a strike. Big old swooping curveball. And it's 0-1 on Thornburg. Tying run at second base for North Gaston. The pitch, threw it by him. Just came with some heat that time and threw it past Thornburg. 1 strike to get here. 1 strike to get for the Ironmen to go 3-0 on the year. And the 0-2 pitch struck him out. And he throw to first to complete the strikeout, and he does 2-3. And now the game is over. Cherryville wins it here at Fraley Field by a score of 5-4 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Inning summary, 2 runs for the Wildcats on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner, the tying run, left on base. So the final score, Cherryville 5, North Gaston 4 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game stats and post-game show right after this.
All of your printing needs, see Modern Printing in Cherryville. Get your full-color business cards at Modern Printing in Cherryville, along with your full-color brochures. Get multicolored letterhead and multicolored envelopes. Just call 704-435-6112 or email it to modernprint89767 at bellsouth.net. Modern Printing, located at 902 East Main Street in Cherryville. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. That's Modern Printing in Cherryville.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Falston has been providing services to families of our community with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need. Get your prescriptions to go from Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Yes, delivery is now available. Look for the Medical Center Pharmacy delivery van in your area. Just call 704-435-3263 for your prescription to go order. You can even order online at www.mcpcherryville.com. Check out their new and improved website, or you can still drop by their store on East Academy Street in Cherryville. That's Medical Center Pharmacy of Cherryville, on the go for you, celebrating 50 years in 2015. You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today.
Dr. Pollock?
And welcome back, fans. Milton Baker and Danny Aker along with you from Fraley Field after the Cherryville Ironmen hang on for a thrilling 5-4 victory, leading it 5-0 until the 6th inning. And Wildcats scored 2 in the 6th and 2 in the top of the 7th, but Cherryville held on there. Marsteller got the play to end the game, strikeout to end the game, to strike them out, and
he made it interesting.
It got interesting. A couple errors along the way made it even more interesting.
Yes, it did.
One of those errors led to a run in the 6th, and an error attribute to a run in the 7th as well, maybe.
It was
the throw
one error
the
in
first.
the 7th.
Yeah, the play at first. Okay, so
Austin, he had only given up 4 singles through 6 innings, and then of course the error started the inning in the 7th when Avery Patton got on by error at the first base, and then a fly out by Bumgardner, and then the double by Brown, strikeout to Prim, and then the double by Simmons. Played 2 more runs, and of course Coach Evner went out to the mound and was maybe going to change pitchers, but I think Marsteller wanted to finish the game and get that complete game win.
All right, the totals, Danny?
Yeah, for the Wildcats of North Gaston High School, with the loss, they'll be going to 2-1. They scored 4 runs on 7 hits. They committed 1 error and only left 2 runners on base. Dalton Williams was 2 for 3 for the Wildcats. Blake Brown was 2 for 2. In the 8-hole, Nate Simmons, a big double in the 7th for 2 RBIs. For the Cherryville Ironmen, 5 runs, scored all 5 of them runs in the 1st and 2nd inning. 5 runs on 8 hits, 2 big errors tonight, and they left 8 runners on base. The winning pitcher was Austin Marsteller. He's 1-0 on the year. Losing pitcher was McKinley Scott. Our time of game was 1 hour and 48 minutes. Jimmy Johnson was 1 for 3. Hunter Jackson was 2 for 4. Randall Long got a double. A.J. Hayes with a single and 2 RBIs. Clay Hallman with a single and an RBI. Austin Treadway was 2 for 2 out of the 8-hole with an RBI.
Yep. All right. Well, folks, we thank you for tuning in tonight. Our next scheduled broadcast is next Tuesday at Lincoln Charter. Next game for the Ironmen scheduled here Friday night, weather permitting.
Actually not here.
Oh, it's not here. It's on the road?
It's It's at Pine Lake Prep,
Okay.
and that's part of a JV varsity doubleheader. Pine Lake Prep plays their ball games in Mooresville at Moore Park, and that is on Broad Street. In case any of you fans would like to go, you can Google it or do a map quest, but it's real easy to get to. Pine Lake Prep, Friday, weather permitting, JV varsity doubleheader.
And by the way, the game with West Lincoln that we were supposed to do last week that kept getting postponed because of weather.
Coach Hedrich told me when he called me night before last that game would be made up at some time.
Somewhere in the schedule.
Because, let's see, West Lincoln, I think they just got West Lincoln once this year, but he told me he's going to try to make it up.
Yeah,
so
it's a big, used to be conference rivals, and
yeah.
not in the conference anymore, but you still want to play them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And so try to get that game in. All right. So we're done here tonight. Our thanks to Kevin Hastings and Evan Ludwig on the video tonight on KTCBroadcasting.com. And our next game on the radio will also be, that'll be video at Lincoln Charter, Kevin? Next Tuesday, and that is not video next Tuesday, so it's radio only, our next broadcast.
And if weather permitting and we do that game, it will be an early game. It won't be a night game because that's the varsity will be playing the first game at Pine Lake Prep. I'm sorry. Pine Lake Prep is not a radio game. Lincoln Charter will be the next video game. Radio game.
Video is that.
It's Bessemer City video on Tuesday, March the 31st.
The last day of the month.
Okay.
All right. A lot of baseball between now and then, but we'll have a bunch of games for you on the air radio-wise for sure, and we invite you to join us again next time. Our title sponsor for high school baseball on WCSL is Renato Auto Mall of Shelby. Our thanks to Carpenter's Funeral Home, our pregame show. Foul ball sponsor John Brown Allstate Insurance. Base hits brought to you by Medical Center Pharmacy. Call the Bullpen, Alcom Mini Storage, and Alcom Services. Pregame meal, Pat's Drive-In. Scoreboard, Mr. Sparky and Hauser Drug, and the runs brought to you by Rocky Bennett Insurance. And high school baseball, a production of KTC Broadcasting for Danny Aker, Milton Baker.
We enjoyed it.
So long.
Yeah,
we're going to send you back to the studios, and our broadcast of whatever is on WOHS. They're doing baseball tonight, Kevin?
Shelby and Kings Mountain and Shelby, you can listen to it. You can watch it online too.
Yep, you can. We're going to switch you over to WOHS where you can hear it, or if you want to watch it online at KTC Broadcasting, Kings Mountain and Shelby. See you later.
Good night, everyone.